So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little break from the Ultimate Prize Fighter and introduce the vacant EBF English welterweight title to the fray. Would you please welcome our first boxer to the ring, Millward.
Well, Millward making his way to the ring, wearing the Irish colours tonight, based out of Nottingham, and we've got a real East Midlands derby on our hands here for this English welterweight EBF title. Millward representing Nottingham.
And now introducing to the ring, Taylor Grieg.
And Millward's opponent from the neighbouring city of Derby, so it's a Nottingham derby we have on our hands. Taylor Grieg, wearing the blue, white and red. And to introduce both men formally, here is our MC, Terry Gauci.
So here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the vacant EBF English welterweight title, scheduled for 6 two-minute rounds. Introducing first and boxing out of the red corner, wearing the green, white and gold, from Nottingham, Millward. And his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and white, from Derby, Taylor Grieg. Your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Andy Butlin.
So here we go, this welterweight title clash, 6 two-minute rounds. Millward of Nottingham against Grieg of Derby. What are we going to get here? Millward in the green, white and gold shorts. The shamrocks all down the panelling against Grieg from Derby. On the front foot, Millward. Grieg tries to snap out the jab to the body. Again, the early aggression really coming from Millward.
Yes, he's looking to get on the front foot. Try and force this fight. Looks pretty cagey, Grieg. Nice jab.
Well, Grieg just launched the left hand, just missed. There's a little smile between the pair of them.
There's a little more cat and mouse. They've got a little more time on their hands, so they're having a bit of a look at each other. But it's Millward who's getting the better of it. But again, I'm impressed with the jab of Grieg.
Good snappy jab, who just popped the head back of Millward there, Grieg. And the pair of them really just seem to be enjoying it in there. They're having a good look at each other in every sense. Little smiles exchange between the pair of them, and they're both having the successes. It looks shaping up to be a very, very handy contest, this.
Yeah, both of them decent stylists, aren't they?
Well, they've had a look at each other. It's not as frenetic, obviously, as the Ultimate Prize Fighter style when there's 3 twos and you've got to get on top early. They can be a little bit more patient, but that was a tight round. Do you like the aggression of Millward? Do you like the jab of Grieg? It's a tight affair, but you see the front footwork from Millward, nice snappy jab from the Derby man. So it's take your pick, Glenn.
Yep. No, that was a good contested opening round. I think Millward possibly deserved, just because his extra effort in trying to go forward and trying to get some combinations. But I was impressed with the jab of Grieg, but he needs to throw something behind that. That jab's got to set you up for something. It's no good just landing as a single punch. It's there for a reason.
Well, on with round 2 of this scheduled 6 2-minute rounds, the welterweight division. Again, just such concentration on both men's faces. Good right hand from Millward. A little shake of the head from Grieg.
Yeah, and that was Grieg. He was just waiting too long, wasn't he? He just allowed Millward just to get in position and just push him back and land with that right hand. So the question now is, can Grieg up the pace a bit? Or is he just, a cagey sort of back foot fighter?
Well, the right hand, when he does let it fly there, is well short. Millward had gone. But his jab to head and body, you see, is Greg's favourite kind of way of trying to make an open. A big right hand again, didn't miss, but the left did, and Millward just pushed against the ropes again. Oh, good body work from Millward. Nice little flurry, fast hands.
Yeah, and that's eye-catching stuff, isn't it? That's going to take the judge's eye. Grieg just walking forward, but he's not getting the shots off, and that's what's failing him. Millward is going to walk forward. If there's nothing coming at him.
Sinks one in again, the left hook, and gets away from his man well. Then Millward shows good feet there at the end and good movement, and again a good round and good cat and mouse tactical kind of round. The pair of them thinking about what they're doing. It's not hell for leather stuff. This is they're very well thought through, and again it's the jab for Grieg. That's what catches the eye, and he's had great success with that. Millward though showed fast hands and good combinations,
and is busier, is throwing more punches, and I think that that's what's telling. Grieg was walking forward, but starting to get frustrated with himself, and I think the thing is he needs to let them shots go. That's what's important. He'll loosen up more if he lets the punches go.
2 rounds in, how are you seeing it?
2 for Millward. And you?
I wouldn't disagree with you, Glenn. I'm far too close. There's this in a way, but it's not enough.
I know. The plastic torn between us. I never thought you'd let anything get in the way.
Round 3 of this scheduled 6-rounder, the EBF welterweight title on the line. And it's been excellent fare so far. Millward, Grieg and Nottingham Derby contest. Great rivalry between the two cities, of course, just a few miles apart down the Brian Clough Way. And jab to the body again. And Grieg, good body work again, sinks those shots in. The right hook to the body from Millward.
That's the difference between the two of them, is Millward is getting the punches off. Even if he's on the back foot, he's letting shots go. Where, Grieg is wasting, he's coming forward, but he's not letting shots go.
Uses his left hand very much as a measuring stick, really. Millward doesn't like to jab too much, very much unlike Grieg, that hasn't really had much success with the right hand. Again, Millward goes to work to body, good variation, uses the head shots as well.
And you know, it's that it catches the eye. You know, he's letting the shots go, where Grieg, hands tucked up. You know, he's not everything's getting through, but he's not letting punches go.
Well, Grieg is trying to go on the front foot, marching forward. But Millward looks fairly comfortable on the back foot.
Yeah, he's smiling. He's enjoying himself in there, Millward.
Well, another excellent round.
Yeah, good round. You know, I mean, Grieg's trying to make it competitive. He's coming forward, but you know, Millward, whether he's on the back foot or on the front foot, you know, he gets that jab out and then rallies off a few shots behind it. And I know Grieg is getting his hands up and catching some of them on the gloves. But when he does that, Millward then switches to the body and wraps a few around the rib cage.
Well, both men very fit and good, stylish fighters as well. You can see there's plenty of skills on show. And
well, it's certainly it's an entertaining fight. You know, Grieg is making Millward work, and Millward is then doing it. You know, he's letting the shots go, and he's obliging.
But there's thought going into these attacks as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, it isn't just, you know, wild swinging. It's good boxing on show. Remember, this is the ultimate prize fighter. Tough boxing, tough one, with the final of Ultimate Prize Fighter still to come. We can't wait for that as well. Ty Mitchell against Tommy Hawthorne. Derby against Bradford, and a real clash of styles. Before that, though, we've got an excellent contest here with Millward in the green shorts trimmed with shamrocks and gold, proudly wearing his Irish colours. And Taylor Grieg of Derby just down the road in the red, white and blue. Little jab to the body from Millward. And just a couple of feints. Oh, good right hand from Grieg. First bit of success, really. Just got an opening there, and Millward takes it and goes on the front foot again. Another good right hand from Grieg. And that really sparks Millward into life, and Grieg fancies it now, and this one's really hotting up, Glenn.
Yeah. He's looking to work inside. Grieg needs to get them hands free. Millward hanging on. He's worked the harder of the two, and we're starting to just feel it a little bit now.
Was this all part of the plan from Grieg? I mean,
well, you know, there's still rounds left, so is he gonna up the work rate? Switches stance to southpaw Grieg, but doesn't let the shots go.
Right hand to the body to end the round, and again the pair of them enjoying themselves in there. There's lots of respect, and again it's like they're just really embracing this occasion and the opportunity to win this belt tonight. It's a fascinating contest, really, a real thinking fight.
Well, both are being competitive, and you know, Grieg is probably bringing out the best of Millward, you know, because he's making them fight. But
would you give that round to Grieg, though? There's a couple of good right hands in that maybe you could say.
You could probably, you could certainly give him a. He definitely came to life a bit in that round. I think he realizes that he has to, so probably just got a little foothold into the fight. But well, can he build on it? It's very important. He does.
Well, at the halfway stage of this scheduled 6-rounder, it's well poised. Millward with the early success, and we believe still ahead.
Yeah, really a thinking fight, isn't it? You know, they are concentrating and trying to work their boxing. You know, looking to work behind the jab in this round. This is 5th round, and I think on my card I'd give 3 to Millward and the final one to Grieg. So can he try and get something out of these next 2? Boxing more, Grieg. He's using the ring, just trying to be elusive. There's that jab. It's a good punch, but I like to see fighters double up on that jab. The first one often, you know, your opponent can make you miss, but it's harder to get out of the way of that second one.
Well, in the previous round, he took a couple of chances, didn't he? Opened up a little bit.
Yeah.
You feel he's going to have to do that if he's going to get the nod in this fight. A bit more of that as Millward just raised to a bit of a handy lead. Oh, they're talking in there as well.
Working more there. Big accommodation. Big accommodation, big accommodation. There you go. And again, finish strong. Yes, nice shot. Nice shot.
Okay, Millward just trying to let the hands go. Didn't quite have the distance on that occasion, but does use movement well there to get away from the final flurry from Grieg.
Well, not as much action in that round. They were just, it looked like they were taking a bit more of a breather, both of them, trying to box a little bit more. So there was not a lot, you know. So, I mean, has he just moved on from that good 4th? Grieg, you know, could you possibly have give that one to him, Dom?
There wasn't an awful lot in there.
No,
was there?
there was very little.
Hard to score that round.
Yeah, there was very little. Neither man, both of them took the foot off the gas a little bit, didn't they? And they were looking to be elusive, and it was more a case of not getting hit as hitting. So, yeah, there might have been a share for the boys in that one. So, I mean, I think for me, Millward just has to get through this final round to come out a winner. But, you know, Grieg's had his part to play in this.
Surely he'll need to let the hands go now in this final round if he's going to get the bell, we feel. But who knows, there's a pair of them still chatting there inside the round in the ring, it seems. Fairly wild right hand from Millward, just loses balance temporarily now.
That's it.
Oh.
Yes, Connor, that's better. Better, Connor, better. Focus, get them hands tight and focus. Yes, body, head of body.
The right uppercut again from Millward. I think this tiredness really playing a part.
Yeah. They've worked hard in this one. Obviously, there's a belt at stake. The EBF English welterweight belt. And I'm sure they'll be proud to get their hands on that.
There's a lot of local pride at stake as well.
Yeah, a couple of right hands landing from Millward and applauded by his corner. And a nice little combination. It's that sort of work which has taken the eye for Millward. It should be enough to get him the decision and the belt in this fight.
Still going. Hands tight. Move the head.
Referee Andy Butlin just gets in between them. What are we going to see in these final knockings of this 6th and final round?
Connor, 10 seconds. Connor, 10 to go. 10. Let's go. 10 to go. Let's go. That's it, Connor.
Well, good movement from Millwall just to avoid the last hurrah from Grieg, but a great, well-fought battle between these two. Great respect, as there should be. A really good kind of cerebral kind of a fight into the pair of them looking at each other and working each other out, and Millward with more variation, Grieg with that great snappy jab, and he did let the right hand go on a couple of occasions in the 4th round. But from your point of view, Glenn, you're going to give it the man from Nottingham.
Millward, yeah, I think, you know, just a better work rate. I think, you know, he had the confidence, and you can see by his reaction, he's pretty assured that he's won it. Nods his head, comes over Grieg. I think he knows it's not his night, but he put up a good effort, and that was a very good competitive fight.
Well, Millward just gets the gloves taken off in the corner. I suppose from Greg's point of view, he might look back at it and think that, you know, obviously if he let the hands go a little bit earlier with that, combined with the snappy jab, and it was cagey though, wasn't it, the opening, and obviously Millward just, I suppose the body shots were quite eye-catching. The flurries when he did let the hands go, the hand speed was there.
Well, I've got 59-56 in Millward's favour, so fairly handy lead at the end.
Well, there is a title on the line. As Millward makes his way now to the referee in the centre of the ring, and the scorecards, I believe, are just being totted up and nearly ready. Of course, remember, we've got the final of Ultimate Prize Fighter here at the Victoria Warehouse, Manchester, but we do have the official result now. So let's cross immediately to our MC, Mr. Terry Gauci.
So, ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, your winner by unanimous decision and new EBF English welterweight champion from Nottingham, Conor Millward!
Well, Glenn, Conor Millward, as you fully expected, gets the nod. You see what it means to him as well.
Yes,
massive,
I know.
massive for him.
Well, that's great. You know, that's just a foot on the ladder, and it's a success. You've won something, and you know, you're always going to be fairly proud of that. And you know, he did it in. He's asking where his belt is. He did it in good style, and I think you know, he enjoyed that.
Well, I think you should go and make your way over there. I think you should have a chat with Conor.
Okay.
See what he's got to say. Your turn. And of course, remember, while Glenn makes his way over to speak to the very happy Conor Millward, we have the final of Prize Fighter here at the Victoria Warehouse in Manchester still to come, and what a battle in prospect as well, because it is Ty Mitchell against Tommy Hawthorne. It is Derby against Bradford. It is silky skills and big long levers of Ty Mitchell against the brute aggression and strength of Tommy Hawthorne. It's a clash of styles that we can't wait to see, and both men have got their real attributes as well. But of course, at this moment in time, it's all about that EBF welterweight belt, and the very, very happy new winner and new owner of that belt is Conor Millward, and he is with our Glenn.
Conor Millward, a very happy young man, and a very good performance. What's it like to get your hands on an English belt?
Well, I've been waiting for my title shot for a long time now. I was mandatory for the Midlands last year after the title eliminator, after the Midlands title holder pulled out, and yeah, it just feels good to finally get what I deserve. I mean, we've skipped the Midlands and straight to the English. We'll see what's next.
It was a competitive fight.
Yeah, no,
you know, but you always seem to be that bit more aggressive, or you always seem to be the one that was throwing the punches.
I've just always had a mentality since I started boxing. A couple of lads that I started with in Bulwell, back in my hometown in Nottingham, they always said if your lad throws one punch, you throw two. You always stay on top. So, yeah, came with a game plan to hurt Taylor tonight, but it's boxing, you adapt to what's in front of you. Taylor decided to come forward instead. I thought he was going to box on the back foot, so I outboxed him.
You boxed well early in the fight on the front foot, and then you know it's good that you can change stance and then suddenly do the same thing on the back foot. I thought the difference between the two of you were you were the one that was constantly throwing punches. Yeah,
I'm down the top gym down in Nottingham, down at DCT Boxing Academy, surrounded by the best in Nottingham. The work rate and ethic in the gym is disgusting. I've never seen anything like it. So there's no wonder my work rate stood out tonight. No one works harder than them lads in the gym, and being around them, it's rubbed off on me quite clearly.
And what does it feel like to be part of a new outfit, part of tough boxing on a big night like tonight?
It's like being a part of history. I mean, look at the setup you guys have got here. Do you ever see anything in semi-professional boxing look like this? Never. I mean, I've boxed on the best shows in the UK, but this is by far another step. I mean, boxing at Motor Point Arena in front of 4,000 people on national promotions, and now to boxing in front of about 50 people in this room, and yourself, and the Gypsy King up there. I mean, it's a different ball game. So, yeah, it felt like a very competitive sparring there, and different atmosphere, but I enjoyed it.
And a few celebrations tonight.
Oh, definitely, mate. All the boys back in Bulwell. They definitely got the bottles ready, mate. Just get me home. I need a fucking drink.
Well, enjoy the night. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Glenn.
Dom,
We're taking this home.
you enjoy that.
Well
Dom,
done,
over to
Glenn,
you.
and what a happy chap Conor Millward is. That was excellent. Well done with the interview there, Glenn. But Conor Millward, quite rightly, you know, really enjoying the occasion. He's so happy to get that. He's still shouting. He's still proudly displaying that belt as well. It was a big occasion, Nottingham against Derby, and he's really enjoying, obviously, appearing on this fantastic card here, this tough boxing card, Ultimate Prize Fighter. But that, of